In this demo, I'm going to show you how to do a offline virtual machine servicing tool, which is going to update your offline virtual machines with the latest patches. In my environments, I have one Hyper-V host which is called LiDT. Then on the library side, I have one virtual machines which is stored inside the VM library. So the first thing that I need to do is configure the offline virtual machines by clicking on Configure Tools. Enter the VM server computer names, and then for the software updates management systems, I'm going to use System Center Configuration Manager. You can choose to use SCCM or WSUS in your environment. So the next step is you need to select the maintenance host which you're going to use to mount the virtual machines, which going to use for software updates. So for this environment, I'm going to use LiDT's Hyper-V machines. Click next. The next thing that you need to configure is you need to specify the timeout times. Okay, so for the moving of virtual machines, I'm going to specify around 30 minutes for timeout, and then for updating the virtual machines, I'm going to specify as 25 minutes. Okay, then click finish. So once you have configured the settings on the offline virtual machine servicing tools, the next thing that you need to do is you configure the virtual machine groups. So you just click on this. From here, give it a names. And you specify the virtual machines that you want to put in the groups. So if you have multiple virtual machines which is on offline state that you want to patch, so you just specify the virtual machines which are available, and you can put it inside the groups. This means you can do a multiple software update based on the groups. Okay, click finish. So once you are done, the next thing that you need to do is you need to create a servicing jobs. So you give you the names of the servicing jobs. So I'm going to patch Win2K 3 VMs. And for the software update management systems, I'm going to use System Center Configuration Manager. Click next. So on the starting virtual machines, okay, I already created a groups, so I can select the groups and I can select the virtual machines which I'm going to use to patch the OS. Okay, click next. And then on the network side, you can choose to specify which of the networks that you want to use. If you want to isolate the traffics in order to do a patching, you can specify use the isolated virtual LANs. So for my environments, I'm going to just use the productions LAN. Click next. On the maintainer host, so which of the Hyper-V hosts that you're going to use, which allow you to mount the virtual machines and do updates. So I'm going to specify LiDT's Hyper-V host. Then click next. On here, you need to enter a valid administrative account which you're going to use. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm going to use contoso.com with the usernames administrators with the password, default password. Right, click next. So basically from here you can specify when you're going to run the servicing jobs. So basically you can schedule when you want to do these patchings. So in this demo I'm going to use run the servicing job now, and I click finish. Once you have finished the configurations, you can view the jobs by click on the servicing jobs from here. Just refresh. Alright, so you can see the process is in progress. Right. To verify that this job has been running, go to VM, click on the jobs. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to refresh the host. So just wait for a while. So once it has detected that the LiDT is Hyper-V host, you're going to start to create the hardware profile, and then you're going to start to move the virtual machines which inside your VM library to the Hyper-V host. Right. So you can go to virtual machines on the LiDT. By default there's no virtual machines which is running inside here. Okay. So while it's moving the virtual machines from the library to Hyper-V host, once it has been completed, you can see the virtual machines inside the Hyper-V. So at this moment I'm going to pause the videos because this one is going to take a very long process, and I'm going to resume back once it has finished. Welcome back. So now the job has finished and is completed. Let's go to the virtual machine pane, and you can see that the virtual machine is already running on LiDT's Hyper-V host machines. It's currently being boot up. Let's refresh. Okay, so now the status is the virtual machine are being updated. So once the job has been tied up, the virtual machine is going to move back to VM library. From here you can see that the virtual machine has already moved back, and on the host itself there's no longer a virtual machines exist in your Hyper-V host. So that's concluded of offline virtual machine servicing tools, which is one of the very useful tool for you to update all your offline virtual machines and to protect from any security threats. And thank you for your times to view this demo.